Don't sleep on Stacey-Ann Williams. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go in and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, when you're ready, yep, good to go. Now, in a highly competitive women's 400-meter world field with some of the very best, Shauna Miller-Weebo, I just don't need to continue, do I? I think we here at Peter Lloyd World believe that this young lady, Jamaica's Stacey-Ann Williams, is one athlete we should not sleep on. The 23-year-old born on March the 8th, 1999, exhibits all the necessary ingredients for 400-meter world dominance and greatness. Now, like I said earlier, yes, we are fully aware that there are some crazy talented 400-meter runners out there. But at 23, we believe that this young lady can become a factor should certain elements go well. Now, with a personal best in the women's 400 meters of 50.14 and a season's best this year of 50.18, we do think that this young lady could be a factor. Now, some of you are going to say, okay, Peter, so she was no factor in the recent World Championships. I concur. Now, the last time we saw her was in the opening women's 400-meter relay round where she ran on the first leg, helping us to get through to the finals where Jamaica secured a silver medals in the World Athletics Championships Final 2022. Now, this, of course, is my 2 cents. Now, Stacey-Ann Williams did have a solid 2022 season. It may not have ended the way she would have wanted, but the truth is she did have a few standout moments in the collegiate circuit. And herein lies what I think may be the issue. Now, I think really, and I've said this before, herself and, of course, Cherokee Young, both of whom rep for the Longhorns out of Texas, and who had solid seasons. The primary reason I think that they faded towards the end of the 2022 season is the one I brought up 100 times, which is running in the collegiate circuit. They were burnt out. Both women ran over 50 races between 1st of January until when they got to the World Championships. And no matter who you are, that's going to take it out of your legs. Remember, Cherokee Young did have, walking into the trials, the fastest time in the world, I believe, or at least one of the top 3 fastest time. And Stacey-Ann was there in the top 10, top 5, top 6. So I do believe that that may have been the primary reason why both these girls did not perform as well as a Candice McLeod, another standout 400-meter runner, and of course a Stephen-Ann McPherson. So Jamaica does have a massively strong, I mean, there are other people that I could bring in, but we're referencing this young lady now. Her collegiate, her time at the Texas Longhorns, she's now no longer there. And I think she's now pro. I believe she's now pro. That, I think, was the primary reason where she was not able to be her best by the time she got to the World Championships. Her legs were just simply burnt out. This season, 2023, that problem is not going to exist. And she did have a standout and stellar season running for the Longhorns. So by the time she got to the national trials, this is unfortunately what happened. She was completely burnt out. Both herself and Cherokee Young. I'm amazed that they made the top four, and Young ran in the individuals and Stacey was able to run in the 4 by 400 meters. It says a lot about the determination and grit.
Set. So they're set away for the final of the women's 400 meters. Stacey-Ann McPherson gets a good start. Renisha McGregor from Puma, she's out there in that bright green. She's going well. Candice McLeod in the inner field, she's also tracking well. Stacey-Ann Williams now starting to get into her running. So too Cherokee Young as they hit the 200-meter mark. Renisha McGregor has the advantage, but only slightly. Stacey-Ann McPherson makes her move. So too Candice McLeod. Lot of work to do for Stacey-Ann Williams and Cherokee Young. They're coming to the straightaway now. Candice McLeod leads them. Tiffany James Rose gritting her teeth and trying to get into the medal rankings. Here comes Stacey-Ann McPherson. Candice McLeod trying to hold off the field. Cherokee Young, she's the fastest Jamaican, but looks as if she has to set of a third. Candice McLeod is your national.
And it's Stacey-Ann Williams' grit and determination is the secondary factor why we here at Peter Lloyd World believe she shouldn't be slept upon. She's not the kind of athlete we should sleep on. And by the way, in case you don't understand what that means, it basically means we should ignore her, take her for granted, because I do think she's talented. This young lady has grown consistently. That 50.14 that she ran last year in 2021 at National Stadium is one of the standout 400-meter times in the last 3 to 4 years. And outside of a Stacey-Ann McPherson, or of course a Candice McLeod, a Cherokee Young, it is Stacey-Ann Williams who is next, I would say, who is going to hit that sub 50 mark, and soon. I mean, I'm really confident in that. So we can't sleep on her. She exhibits all the necessary ingredients, and like I said, the primary reason why she did not do as well this year is collegiate, and she's no longer in the collegiate. Well, as far as I'm aware, she's now a pro athlete, so she will be able to start her season much later. She also has tremendous determination and grit. She has natural speed. They normally call it that final kick. And I'm going to go back. 50.14 is a very impressive personal best for a 23-year-old. She will get better. It is possible that we can see this young lady running 49.5. if not next year, in 2024, in time for the next Olympic Games in 2024. And that's really what I'm thinking of. I think she can be a factor if she remains healthy and continues to progress at the rate at which she's been progressing at. I think she will be a factor. You know, I mean, I know you talk about Shauna Miller-Weber, but Miller-Weber says she's no longer going to be running. And there's people like Paulino and other people. So I'm not even attempting to state that the women's 400 meter profile is not extremely competitive, and they're not some crazy talented 400 meter runners in the US and all over the world. But I do think that this is a young lady we should not sleep on, we should not ignore. And I think if she continues to grow at this rate, the fact that she's no longer running these 50 odd races in the collegiate season, and with the natural determination and grit and speed that she has, I think she will be a factor. 50.14 I think is a very impressive 400 meter time. She'll only get better. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think that Stacey-Ann Williams is someone we shouldn't be sleeping on? Is she an athlete who has any potential for to make a real international mark in women's 400 meters? Now, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit that like button. Remember, you are royals, kings and queens. Bless up!